Happy New Year! Today's video is so exciting for me because I am doing my 2016 Roundup Best of Beauty, and I'm doing it kind of a little bit different this year. I'm doing a tutorial style, so I am showing you guys my favorite products in action. But of course, there were some things that I just couldn't narrow down to one product. So at the end, I will have my runner-ups and I will show you guys my other products that I've just been so in love with. And the thing that I kept in mind whenever I was pulling these products is what's been on my vanity pretty much all year. What are the things that I always have sitting out? What are the things that are always in my videos, always in my Instagram feed? So that is all of these products combined into one video. So I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your 2017. If you'd like to see all the products that I was obsessed with in 2016, then just go ahead and keep on watching.
So for primers, these two I use every single day. I use the Porefessional in the center of my face and then the Becca Backlight priming filter all over. And of course, this is no shocker to any of you. My favorite foundation of 2016 was the Ultra HD Stick from Makeup Forever. It just looks flawless on the skin and it just blends like a dream, and it has a dewy finish for a stick foundation that is so hard to find, and I'm obsessed with it. And I'm also obsessed with the Real Techniques sponge. I don't think I even touched my beauty blender this year. And I feel like this product is like the star of the show of all of 2016, and it is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. You guys have heard me sing the praises of this all year long. There is not one tutorial that this was not in. I feel like Tarte Shape Tape stole everyone's heart in 2016. It is hands down the best concealer I have ever used. And I don't know that anything can top it, but I am really excited to see someone try. But for now, I am mixing the shades Light and Fair underneath my eyes and then the center of my face to highlight. It just looks flawless on the skin. It never looks heavy and it doesn't crease, and it just does everything you could ever want and more. So for setting powder, I feel like I just used a Laura Mercier translucent like all year, and then I found the RCMA no color powder. You guys, this takes the cake for sure. I haven't even touched my Laura Mercier, and I feel like I'm never going back. But for the rest of my face, I've really loved the Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder. Just as a light cover over my foundation, it just makes everything look nice and smooth. And then I'm going right over that with my Girlactik Face Glow in the shade Natural. You guys know I love this. It just gives your skin such a healthy glow. And the Pure Glow Together Bronzer. I feel like this made an appearance in pretty much every single tutorial as well. Hands down, my favorite bronzer for giving your skin a nice sun-kissed glow. So when it comes to contour, Shadowplay from Kat Von D was definitely my most used. I feel like it is the perfect mid-tone contour shade. It never looks muddy and it's just perfection. So I use this pretty much every single day. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen this tagged so many times. This is the 9B blush palette from Morphe. The shades in here are stunning. They're super pigmented, and this is what I always travel with. And for highlight, of course, the Anastasia Glow Kit. And my favorite is in the shade Gleam. I mix the shades Crushed Pearl and Mimosa together because Crushed Pearl, I feel like it's just a little bit too white on me, but mixed with Mimosa, it is perfection. And this is also something that I just always have on my vanity. It goes with any kind of look, and this is also the highlighter that I travel with. For the eyes, this was a really easy one. It is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It is so stunning. I love all of the blush shades in here. So I am first going over with Tempera all over my lid, and then Buon Fresco into my crease. I love this shade. It's such a beautiful dusty rose. I just love everything about the Anastasia shadows, and I feel like this palette is so unique in the fact that you could do so many different looks and all the shades can be mixed and matched together. Now I'm going in with Love Letter and a little bit of a smaller brush. All of these new brushes are from Morphe. I'll have all of them listed below. But I love this shade. This one is definitely the most intimidating in the palette, but I feel like it just looks so beautiful on the eyes, especially if you have any kind of green to your eyes. It really makes them stand out. So I am taking that really close in the socket, and I am just going all the way from outer corner to inner corner with it. And now I am just taking a big fluffy brush and blending out any harsh edges, especially with that shade. You want to make sure you blend right after it. Now I'm going in with that same brush in the shade Cypress Umber. This is such a beautiful, dark, rich brown shade, and I am just keeping this on the outer corner of the eye. You can see I'm taking it right on the outer edge, and then I am turning my brush sideways and then going right into that socket again. But I don't take this one quite as far into the inner corner. Now I'm just taking the shade Red Ochre, one of my favorite shades out of the palette, and I am applying that right into the crease. I love to add this into the crease with both the rosy looks that I do with this palette and the bronzy looks. I feel like it just looks so stunning. It's a nice pop of dimension. So I'm applying that right into the crease and then just going back over it with that big fluffy brush one more time before we go in with the lid shade. And for the lid shade, I'm using Primavera first, and I'm applying that first into the center of the eye, and I'm using this small Sigma brush. I'm just applying it right there to the center and then kind of taking it out to Cypress Umber and right up into the socket of the eye. And these shimmer shades in this palette are literally like butter. They apply so beautifully. I never get fallout with these. And then I'm taking the shade Vermeer. This is such a stunning shade for the inner corner. I love having this in the inner part of the eye. I'm also going to be highlighting my eyes with this, but I love having it on that inner corner and then kind of having Vermeer just melt into it. I feel like they just complement each other so well. So I'm just applying that and then going back in with that small brush we used in the crease. I didn't apply any more product, but I'm just blending out those edges so it looks nice and seamless. When it comes to liquid liner, I feel like my gold this year was finding the NYX matte liquid liner. You guys know I have my love for my NYC liquid liner, but this one I discovered this year and I am obsessed. It goes on so seamlessly, it dries matte and black, and it does everything that I could want from a matte liquid liner. So I'm just doing my wing, and then of course, you guys know I could not forget my Benefit Roller Lash. This is like my ride or die mascara. It is amazing. So I'm doing a nice coat to my upper lashes, and this is probably no surprise either. Queen Bee Koko lashes. These are the most stunning wispy lashes. I mean, look at them. And then I am going in with a nude liner. This one is from MAC. This is a NC15, NC20, I believe, liner. And then I'm going in with Cypress Umber again. And I love to have a bright waterline and then a darker lower lash line. I feel like it just makes your eyes look so open. So I'm applying that all the way from outer corner to inner corner. And then I am taking Red Ochre and just going right below that, kind of smoking it out a little bit further. I like to work my way down. So I'll have the darkest shade closest to my lash line and then kind of blend them out and have it a little lighter as we go down. And then I am going back in with that gorgeous magenta shade and just kind of going over everything, making sure that it looks nice and smooth. And now, of course, go back in with the shade Vermeer, and I am highlighting the inner corner of my eye and also right under the arch of my brow. Seriously, this is such a beautiful highlight. And this one is a bright inner corner and brow highlight without being too intense. So of course I'm going to coat my lashes with some Benefit Roller Lash and go in with my lip liner. This lip liner I have on my vanity. I also have it in my car, in my purse, and this is MAC's Soar. I have just loved this. And then of course this lipstick I feel like I just always have on me, and you guys haven't seen it in videos a lot, but it is Meringue from Bite. It's such a beautiful neutral nude. And then Shimmer of Hope Gloss. I think I have probably 20 tubes of this, and it is just perfection. It's a perfect pinky nude, and then I'm setting my face with my favorite Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. And then your look is done.
So now that we're done with the tutorial part of the video, I do have a few products that I didn't want to leave out that I wanted to share with you guys. I just had numerous products in different categories, so I'm just going to start with how I would apply them to my face. And first is a primer, and this one is still pretty new to me, but I am so in love with it. This is from Pixi. This is their Glow Mist. So if you've ever been interested in the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, I would give this a shot. It is probably like 15 bucks. Pixi's really, really affordable. You can get it at Target. And I think the Tatcha one is like 50 plus bucks if I'm not mistaken. It gives you the same effect. It is so gorgeous on the skin. It just makes your skin look so healthy and glowy, and it stays really nicely under foundation. So I would definitely give this guy a shot. So I have a liquid and a powder foundation, and the liquid is going to be no surprise to you. Well, let's be real, this whole video really is no surprise if you watched my tutorials, but it is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I absolutely adore this foundation. I don't know what took me so long to try it because it is perfection on the skin. It's not sheer at all. It's definitely more of a medium to full coverage foundation, but it still makes your skin look really healthy. A lot of times when you get kind of in that medium to full range, it just kind of looks cakey on the skin and it just looks like a lot of makeup. This doesn't. It just makes your skin look flawless and really, really healthy. And then the powder is the Hello Flawless from Benefit. And I love this to set all over my face. It's really, really lightweight, but it still makes your skin look airbrushed. I don't know what they have in this little compact, but it literally makes your skin look airbrushed, and it's super weightless. So I love these two together. So my runner-up for bronzer is from Hourglass. This is their Luminous Bronze Light. This is such a beautiful bronzer. It kind of has a sheen to it as well. It just makes your skin look really healthy and sun-kissed. And if you are more on the fair side, definitely try this out because a lot of times bronzers can look kind of red on me, or they can look muddy and just too dark sometimes whenever I'm not self-tan. This one never does. So this is a fair girl's best friend when it comes to bronzer. If I wasn't using the Morphe palette for my blush, I was using one of these two for the most part. And this one is Flush and Fantasy from Marc Jacobs. It is so stunning. It's a really neutral kind of peachy shade. And whenever you mix them together, you get kind of the blush and then the highlighter. So you get a nice sheen on the cheeks. And then the other one is Risque from Tarte. If you like more of a neutrally blush that will go with anything, definitely go for this one. This can go with any kind of look. You can do it with a smoky look. You can do it with something really soft. So I love this blush, and the Tarte blushes are just one of my favorite formulas anyway. But here they are swatched. So there is Tarte Risque, and then there's Flush and Fantasy. Flush and Fantasy is perfect for when you're doing like just a fresh face look, which is mostly what I do for a day-to-day look. I will do that and then just some lashes, something really simple, and it just looks really fresh and awake. My runner-up for contour definitely goes to this Tarte palette. I love this. You have everything in here that you would need for a full face of makeup. You have an under-eye setting powder, you have contour, blush, highlight. You have it all, and I love the contour shade in here. It's not too orange, it's not too gray, it's just right in the middle, and it's perfect. And I love to use these two colors to set under my eyes, and you guys know that I love the Tarte formula. So I love this. And then the next one I was kind of hesitant to talk about just because it was limited edition, but it's my best of 2016, and this was definitely one of the best products in 2016. It is the Jaclyn and Becca face palette, and I adore this. I love this blush. I use it all the time, but I love mixing Prosecco Pop with Champagne Pop. I love Champagne Pop on its own, but when it's mixed with Prosecco Pop, I don't know. It is just like on another level. So there they are swatched on the side of my hand. It's just stunning. I love this, and I wish it would be like a permanent line because I absolutely adore it. So if you have this and you haven't used it in a while, pull it out because it is definitely a gem. Moving on to eyes, I could not forget about my Morphe 35O palette. This is a warm lover's dream. It is just perfect. It has every single warm shade you could ever need. And it has these amazing shades. You can use these on your face as highlighters as well, but I love them because they're such a bright inner corner highlight. And I love all these oranges down here. It's just perfect for every day. You could do something really simple if you stay kind of in this range. And if you go down and over this way, then you get something a little bit more dramatic. So I adore the 35O. It's definitely a staple. The lashes, you guys know I'm just a wispy girl and I love wispy lashes. So my other lashes would be the Lily lashes in Miami. They are just stunning. They aren't super long. They have a nice curl to them. They're just nice and full and fluffy looking, and I love these for every day. You could definitely wear these with more dramatic looks as well, but I think they look beautiful with just a fresh face. And then of course, you guys know my drugstore lashes. These are like what I wear every day basically. And you guys know I'm an Ardell wispy lover, but this year I fell in love with the Salon Perfect 614s. So they look like an Ardell wispy, but they're a little bit longer. So they're really, really long, but they're not like overpowering, and they're just nice and soft and wispy. And if you don't want something so long, these are really great as well. These are kind of similar to like a demi-wispy, but I like these more. They're a little bit more curled at the ends, and these are the Kiss number 11 lashes. I use these all the time, and I just love wispy lashes, and these are just so affordable that you could definitely go and stock up on these. When it comes to lip liners, I was actually going to use one of these in this tutorial, and I cannot find it anywhere, but these are the Jordana lip liners. Y'all, if you have not tried these are such good lip liners, and they're only like $2 or $3 at CVS or Walgreens. And this one's in the shade Tawny, but the one that I use all the time is Rock and Rose. It's kind of a mauve with a little bit of a cooler undertone to it, and I love it with really pale lips. So I definitely say try these out. You will fall in love. And then my lip colors that I could not live without this year. You guys know I had to talk about Stone. Stone from Dose of Colors. It is the perfect mauve shade. And I didn't do this as my like 2016 best, just because I don't wear liquid lips all the time. You guys know I love just creamy lipsticks because I have such dry lips. But if you're gonna go for liquid lipsticks, Dose of Colors all the way, and Stone is my absolute favorite. It's right there. It's so gorgeous. This is like a must-have. Mine is running dangerously low. And then another liquid lipstick is from Jouer, and this is in Creme Brulee. This is more of like a warm kind of pinky nude, and I love this shade as well. It's really, really pretty. It's a nice kind of peach shade. So there is Creme Brulee there. And I do really love the formula of the Jouer lipsticks. They aren't drying. They're really similar kind of feeling to the Dose of Colors, because both of those are not drying on the lips. They don't look flaky or weird after a while. So I love those two formulas. And then I have a gloss, and it is Dainty from ABH, and it's just a very pinky nude gloss. I like to keep this in my purse just because I can throw this on if I don't have any lipstick or anything else on, because the Anastasia lip glosses are so pigmented. You can just wear this on its own, and it's really pretty for like a fresh face look. So there is Dainty right there. And that's it for my favorite products of 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was going to include my favorite hair care and skincare products as well, but I feel like that would make this video so long. So if you'd like to see that, then let me know in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I wanted to just say thank you guys so much for making 2016 such an awesome year for me. I honestly feel like I have the sweetest subscribers and followers, and I love getting to talk to you guys. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can hang out with us in 2017. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful or you enjoyed it, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!